Hello and welcome back to another Taunter video. In today's one, we're at the Timothy the RW ongoing series, issue number 9. And with this issue, we're going to see Mikey go and try and save Donnie. However, he wasn't in the location he thought he was in. And then we've got to see Donnie outsmarting Hale by telling him his whole life story and all that kind of stuff. And then after that, we've got to see a pretty cool battle with Mikey taking down some humans pretending to be mutants on the train. And then suddenly everyone hearing Splinter for some unknown reason. So yeah, so this issue had a lot going for this one, and I have to say that it's there's a lot of stuff which I enjoy about this issue, and I'd say that like this series as well. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff which I do find hard to like, and I don't want to be mean about some of this stuff because some of it I do find interesting, but at the same time I want to see where it goes first of all, because some of it could be hit or miss depending on where it goes. But it's annoying because I want to love some of this stuff, but yeah, this issue is already, it depends on how to take it, but oh well. So yeah, okay, so for the first bit we get to see Mikey. He goes into the police station to try and track down Donnie because he's been sent there. However, he goes in there and finds Raph and trying to break Donnie out, but because he's not there, they had to fight a bunch of patrol people. And yeah, I mean, other than that, there isn't really too much to it other than the get out. And yeah, I mean, there was some cool visuals here. We've got to see the one, that 2-page spread with Mikey going up the building. I thought that looked really great. And some of these shots here with Mikey and Raph, like the colours here, like I say the colours in this issue like really pop and really stand out. I say that this is probably one of the best things about this new Toll series so far, is the colours. They look beautiful. But yeah, so after that we do get to see Mikey and Raph. They do return home, and we get to see Raph. He's now starting to hear Splinter's voice because Leo's able to hear it too. So I'm quite curious to see where this could be going, and this is something which I'm on the fence about, just because on the one hand I do think that is pretty interesting with the way they're going around it, with them being able to hear Splinter but only in terms of his crying. I find that to be very interesting depending on where it does go next. However, because of how they've done things with Splinter in the past, I felt like it was a pretty good send-off with his character in issue 100, and with how they haven't brought Splinter back, I thought that was a really great choice, just because it really just like you know, that death was permanent and he's never coming back. But if they're gonna trying to find a way to bring Splinter back, then it depends on how they go around it and what they do next. But a part of me hopes they don't, just because I feel like his story is done, and if you bring him back, I feel like it might ruin things. But again, it might just depends on how they go around it. So yeah. So after that, we do get to see a pretty interesting bit where we got to see Donnie talking to Hale, and I mean, there isn't really so much to this bit other than the fact that Donnie goes on to explain Hale's last story, his plans, and that kind of stuff, and Hale's a bit confused by it. And I must admit, yeah, I'm confused by it too, just because I'm not so sure how Donnie knows about it, unless Splinter told him, which even then, how does he know about it? I mean, the only other option I've got is that Donnie is getting the information from Splinter, and Splinter is getting the information from Karai, or Karai's giving the information through Splinter. That's my options right now, but yeah, I mean, I know Donnie's smart, but I don't think he's that smart, but well, we'll wait and see about that. So after that, we do get to see Mikey. He's on a train, and he fights some humans who are trying to be mutants, trying to scare him off, and after that, we do get to see Mikey. He goes off with some stranger to a part where there's lots of humans. And with this bit here, I mean, I'm not too sure where this could be going, just because there's a person that talks to Mikey. We don't know if it's a mutant or a human. Most likely is a mutant. But I'm not too sure where they could be taking this next with this whole storyline. If it could lead to something more, I'm assuming that it most likely will. But yeah, I mean, I think this could be interesting, but I think it just depends on where they do take this next. There's some interesting factors that could play into this, but again, it just depends on how it will translate. So after that, we do get to see Mikey. He's going out, find some more people, and that's when he comes in contact with his brothers. And then after that, we get to see the Foot. They come in, and we do get to see this one really cool page where we get to see the three turtles in the streets. I love that page. It looks, the pose, it looks beautiful, and the colors, love it so much. But then after that, we do get to see that the turtles do fight the Foot. But however, Mikey, he starts to hear Splinter screaming, so he starts to fall to the ground, and he's a bit annoyed by all the beatings he's been taken. So yeah, I mean, I'd say that with this issue overall, like I said before, there's a lot of stuff which I like about this series and this issue, but at the same time, with some of the stuff which I'm a bit on the fence about, there's a lot of stuff which I could see me enjoying and liking a lot, but at the same time, it all depends on where they do take this next, and I feel like this issue is just a really good example of that, because there's a lot of stuff which I love about this issue, and I do really enjoy about this one, and some of the stuff which I'm a little bit on the fence about, especially like with Splinter and this other mysterious mutant character that is talking to Mikey. This could be interesting, but it just depends on where they do take this. And I don't want to be a hater for some of this stuff, because it does sound interesting, like maybe having Splinter come back and through the voice of a dead rat or something along those kind of lines. That could be so interesting, but at the same time, because I've already done Splinter, his story's done and that kind of stuff, it seems a bit pointless bringing him back, and at the same time, they most likely could ruin his story arc, which I really don't want that to be the case. But at the same time, it would be cool to have Splinter back, but and then the other stuff with like the other mutant, that could be cool, but I don't know where that story's going. So it's just one of these annoying cases where there's a lot of stuff which I love about this issue, but at the same time, there's a few things in this one which I'm a little bit on the edge about, or on the fence about. And I also want to say that also with this, how we've been doing this story arc so far, we're doing like one Turtle's point of view for each issue. I don't think that's like a bad way to go around it, but I'm quite curious to see if this will be like something which they do like for the next few issues after this, because I'm assuming we're going to be getting Ras 1 next, but then after that I don't know if we'll be doing it like constantly after that. I'm assuming most likely not, but at the same time, I mean, you can never be too sure with these things, so most likely we'll be getting something along those kind of lines. But I'm just curious to see like how the storytelling method is gonna like change and evolve, like in the next few issues. So at least we've got that to look forward to. It's not much, but at least we've got something. Oh boy. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's it for today, guys. It's some police. Just grab that stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.